In a cozy Boston cafe, a love story begins between Isabella Reed, a shy literary editor who hides behind her poetry manuscripts, and Lucas Mitchell, a soulful writer with kind eyes and a quiet charm. On an ordinary autumn morning, surrounded by the golden leaves and the smell of roasted coffee, destiny brings them to the same small table. Isabella, buried in her stack of poems, doesn't expect the stranger who asks, politely to sit beside. Her will change her life forever. Their first conversation starts with poetry, but turns into something far more personal. Two hearts finding a rhythm that feels strangely familiar. Lucas quotes lines from E. Cummings. Isabella counters with verses from Sylvia Plath. The air between them hums with unspoken warmth, a spark that neither tries to name. As they share their love for words, they begin to see reflections of themselves in each other. The same longing, the same quiet loneliness hidden behind laughter. Over the next few weeks, they become inseparable. Lucas invites her to his poetry readings. She edits his verses late into the night. They walk along the Charles River, their breath visible in the crisp air, talking about dreams and fears. In those walks, Isabella begins to feel something she has never felt before, a sense of belonging, of being seen. Lucas, in her calmness and intellect, finds a piece he never knew he was missing. Their love doesn't explode suddenly. It grows like autumn itself, soft, gradual, and breathtaking. Each day, every shared smile, every accidental touch, weaves them closer together. When Lucas invites Isabella to his family's Thanksgiving dinner, she realizes how deeply she has fallen for him. Surrounded by warmth, laughter, and the scent of pumpkin pie, she feels at home for the first time in years. Later that night, under a blanket of stars, Lucas takes her hands and confesses his feelings. His voice trembles, but his words are steady. She has become his reason for writing, his reason for waking up. Isabella, overwhelmed with emotion, whispers the truth she can no longer hide. She feels the same. Their first kiss is gentle, full of promises, the kind that makes time stop. In that moment, the city fades away. It's just two souls bound by poetry, by fate, by love that feels timeless. That night marks the beginning of something pure, something unbreakable, a connection that will be tested by distance but never destroyed, because it was born not out of chance but out of destiny. When Isabella receives an offer to work in New York, a dream she's chased since childhood, she's torn between ambition and love. Lucas encourages her to go, hiding his heartbreak behind a brave smile. Their last night in Boston is quiet but heavy with emotion. They promise each other that distance won't change what they've built. Yet when Isabella boards the train the next morning, she feels the ache of separation like a missing heartbeat. Life in New York is fast and dazzling, but every success feels incomplete without Lucas. She stays up late editing manuscripts. The city lights outside her window, reminding her of the nights they spent walking along the river. Lucas writes to her constantly, long, handwritten letters filled with poems and little pieces of his day. They video call across time zones, laughing one minute, crying the next, fighting the urge to give up. Love becomes both a comfort and a test. Months pass, and loneliness begins to creep in. Isabella misses his scent, his warmth, the quiet moments of just being together. Lucas, too, struggles in Boston, finding her absence in every place they once shared. One winter night, when the distance feels unbearable, Isabella breaks down on a video call. Lucas, his own eyes wet, whispers that he still believes in them, that love is not about distance, but devotion. His voice steadies her heart. They hold on, choosing each other every single day despite the miles. When her fellowship finally ends, Isabella returns to Boston, unsure if things will still feel the same. As she stands at his doorstep, her hands trembling, Lucas opens the door with the same smile that once made her believe in forever. In his hand, a small box and a letter tied with ribbon. He tells her that love isn't about being perfect. It's about staying when it's hard, believing when it hurts. Then he asks her to stay with him, not just for now, but for always. Tears fill Isabella's eyes as she realizes that every lonely night, every letter, every call led to this moment. She says yes, not just to the proposal, but to a life built on faith, patience, and love that endured every storm. In his arms again, she feels what she always knew deep down, True love doesn't fade with distance. It only grows stronger with time.